Madagascar is a real-life time capsule. The people living there has been notorious for keeping an old lifestyle and heading away from technology, surely because it's easier to manage with a smaller income. The moment you set foot in Madagascar, you will be amazed with how many old cars you will find on the streets. And some of these cars are well maintained and used on a daily basis, but most of them are lemons and pollute the environment. But first, let's get a taxi. This type of taxi is an iconic transport. This is a 2CV from Citroën, and it's been around since the 50s. It's compact, agile, and can cover a small distance quickly.
Tena peprety zany efa misy any 70 ans.
70 ans.
Satria ny teo amin'ny fotsiny izay teneniko izay. Consommation zany dia eo amin'ny 400 eo foana zany e. Rehefa tsara entretien ohatry zany a, fa raha tsy ohatry zany izy dia efa zava-tapandray. Tena tiako izy. Za zany tena tia anazy ary zay ny tsy ialako aminy. Tena tsy io e araky ny fahitanao anazy io ngambany hitanao ngambany izy io fa voakarakara tsara ny fahitanao azy. Za koa tsy dia tsy tiako mantsy zany izy ity hoe ho ratsy e. Fa tiako loatra izy ity zany. Ohatra mivady mihitsy zany ny mitiavako azy. Suspension zany ny problème. Dia tapaka suspension izy zany dia tonga dia ireny letika be tonga dia le anona reny. Zay zany no tena hoe problème aminy. Fa zay nefa tsy hoe matetika fa mahalana ny sehoany zay arakaraky ny entretien-nao zany.
Another example, this Mercedes bus is a 307D and it's a model from the 1980s, and it's the most common bus you'll see in the urban cities all around Madagascar.
Za moa zany efa nitaiza kasety nandritra ny taoko hoe 10 taona teo ngamba zay. Dia tony foana zany ny fiarany nampiasaiko. Le kasety manokana moa ny anazy zany ohatrany vao niasa tamin'ny tomobile dia kasety dia ohatrany efa nakafiziko le izy. Dia efa mombamomba anazy rehetra zany ohatrany efa presque lanilaniko jenjery hoe vao simba le dia efa fantatra hoe ihany zany. Mo izy koa mora tezainy e. Ny pièce koa nefa mbola betsaka, misy vaovao, misy bonokany. Tonga eto amintsika dia mbola ahitana. Dia zay zany nitiavako an'le izy, tsy dia iovaova io nefa fantatra tsenjeriny izay zavatra mahazo anazy sy ny ohatr'izay. Raha ohatran'ny anay zao taxi be a, dia presque embrayage, io coupelle foana zany no resaka embrayage, disque, plateau, dia ny coupelle zay ihany zany no hita hoe matetitetika. Za zao mbola mieritreritra ny tia ho ampiasain'ny zanako a. Zany hoe raha mbola tezaiko 10 taona zao ty mbola azo tezaina tsara mihitsy. Za aloha tena tsy nieritreritra hampiasa hoe fiara hafa amin'le hoe fitaterana fa ty. Satria ty nefa haiko tsara no taizana azy. Mo le dépense koa zany mba maivana izy e. Maivana ny dépense raha par rapport amin'le tomobile le taty aoriana zany. Vola ampidiriny nefa mitovy ihany. Mitovy ihany satria ty zao 27 place dia raha hividy ohatra hoe Sprinter 27 place ianao Sprinter bonokany zao ohatran'ny 350 ihany nefa raha mahazo tony ianao 100 millions zavatra mahazo tsara.
The 307D was popular in Europe, and up to 1 million models were manufactured. The traffic in the central cities is bad, and bus breakdowns are costing the companies, so they are buying more recent models which can withstand the pressure, like the Mercedes Sprinter. The old beat-up 307 models will work on the suburbs at a less stressful pace. But let's go back to our taxi. Driving around, we noticed that the car was not feeling well and went to check at a local garage. There is not enough electricity coming back to the battery, so there must be an issue with the alternator. But the most interesting thing that we have seen so far is, inside this bag, there was a weird can. We checked it and saw that it was the fuel tank, just at our feet. They do it to minimize the travel distance of the fuel. But it's really dangerous. The mechanic checked and repaired the alternator on the spot. It was an easy fix. But the question is it worth to buy a more recent car to work as a taxi? The answer is no, because he doesn't pay that much in repairs, and the most expensive repair that can happen is to rebuild the engine or to replace it with a used imported engine. But who sells such engines? Welcome to IsoTree. Here, you'll find a lot of used parts that were salvaged from junkyard cars before they get in the crusher. The parts are then shipped and sold here for a second life. You'll find shock absorbers, shafts, brakes, and most importantly, engines. It's always nice to see something being reused and contributing to a more sustainable living, but it raises environmental concerns because these old engines or worn-out parts are not tuned to standards and can cause more air pollution, causing harm to the population's long-term health.